Let's turn the tunes down a little bit, I'm thinking.
Okay, welcome back to the Data Science channel. This is another session of Midnight Madness. This is going to come over at the wee hours of the morning. Do a little data analysis and
okay, welcome back to the Caribou Data Science channel. This is another section of Midnight Madness. This is where we come over at the wee hours of the morning, do a little data analysis, and
24 hours or so. Hit the like button. That's how we build up our
hope you'll
anyway,
a chat session for me. I'd appreciate it. Of course, as always, big favor, click that like button for me this evening, okay? Whether you watch it live, you watch it the next 24 hours or so, click the like button for me. That's how we build up our channel, okay? So anyway, where did we leave off? Well, we left off with this web page right here, okay?
This is the closest thing to a calculation.
And what I want you to notice is, when you look at the code,
there's no math. And I want you to also realize that all the plots and all the code you see here was done using ChatGPT.
This is the closest thing to a calculation we have.
This is all done with Python, Matplotlib, and C++.
But there's no math. And I want you to also realize that all the plots and all the code you see here was done using ChatGPT, and we'll continue to do that tonight. So this is all done with Python, Matplotlib, and Seaborn. Okay, not bad plots for our first attempt, right? Well, tonight we're going to do we're going to extend this, and we're going to use and we're going to use R and ggplot2 to do some plots, including we're going to try to get ChatGPT to write us.
First thing we got to do is come over to switch to environment.
Let's see something.
You know, I'm going to close it.
We're going to try to get ChatGPT to do all the work for us. Okay? First thing we got to do is come over here and switch to environment. You know what, I'm going to close this. Alright? You'll see why in a moment. I'm using the mini-conda version of Anaconda, which comes with fewer packages installed. That way it don't take up a lot of disk space. Conda.
When you do this, it's going to open up in the correct direction and also give us the correct environment.
When you do this, it's going to open up in the correct directory, and it'll also give us the correct environment, okay? There we go. Let's minimize this for just one moment here. Let's close this. I'm not sure which one I'm actually closing here.
Now, there's some interesting new features.
Okay, let's open this. Now, There's some interesting new features
Collaborate on a team.
on ChatGPT. Let's see if we get him here for a moment. No, this is interesting.
This is where we are right now.
Collaborate on a team plan. This is where we are right here.
There, by all means, stop by the chat session and say hi.
But let's come back over here now.
On the team's gallery. Open up this.
And of course, if you're in the background there, by all means, stop by the chat session and say hi.
Reintroduce the data
Turn the
to them,
tunes down a little more, I think.
just to make sure we haven't lost touch with the data.
Alright. Open up this. I'm going to reintroduce the data to them, just to make sure we haven't lost our touch with the data.
Sometimes it helps to remind us of what you're actually doing here.
Sometimes it helps to remind you of what you're actually doing here.
This is the downloaded data. That's the problem.
Okay. This is the downloaded data. So what's the problem here?
Now,
Now,
the faster app will take a categorical column and use that to create separate plots for each of the variables in the category.
the faster app will take a categorical column and use that to create separate plots for each of the variables in the categorical column. Why do I still have?
Okay, this is the wrong. This is where we left off.
Okay, this is the wrong one. Anyway, this is where we left off.
No. My mistake. I should have told her. I assumed that it was
No.
by default. The data analysis uses plot. It uses Python. So I have to tell it to use R and
My mistake. I should have told it. I assumed that by default, data analysis uses plot or uses Python. So I have to tell it to use R and
one of the advantages of Quarto is that you can use different languages within the same document. So you take this.
One of the advantages of Quarto is that you can use different languages within the same document. So you take this, you place that with an R, then you got an R dot, then you can an R code inside of it, as long as the libraries are installed. Okay.
Hey, how you doing, friend? So what name should I call you? Thanks for stopping by. I'm to bring you up to date here, my friend.
Hey, how you doing, friend?
I'm doing some analysis.
So what name should I call you? Thanks for stopping by.
Okay.
I'm
the main system is Python.
to bring you up to date here, my friend. I'm doing some analysis of the ever popular MtCars dataset. Okay, I'm using the main system is Python and Quarto to make the document. The nice thing about Quarto is, as you'll see, you can use different types of languages. Different languages within the same document, because the first part is all Python. Well, the next 4 plots are going to be use R and ggplot2, and it's simply a matter of changing the language in here. And Quarto also works with Julia, among other languages. So you come here, you can include. Wonder why that is. This is a new setup. Not quite sure all, but I know what.
Okay. Okay, is that any better? So originally, all the code you're going to see tonight is going to be created by ChatGPT, the ChatGPT plus the paid version. Okay, good. I had 2 audio sources to take an input into it. So anyway, if you take a look over it, this is where we are right now. I'll just mention that I'm actually running, this is actually Windows 11 running in an Oracle virtual machine, which itself is running on top of Windows 11 now. And the Windows 11 here is the unlicensed version. You can download for free, okay? You can download the iScript for Windows 11, and it works fine. The main thing is you can't personalize it, okay? You can't adjust screen resolution. But you know what? It's okay. I got a big screen, so it doesn't make any difference. So anyway. This is our dashboard so far. And eventually, what we're going to use Quarto to create a dashboard. So I just did some quick analysis here. Then I had ChatGPT use Python and Seaborn and Matplotlib to create 4 plots. Okay, and here they are. Now, if you look at the code, these are just straight plots that are raw data. There's no calculation here whatsoever. Of course, the reason is because MtCars data has a nice representation of most of its columns. Most of its columns are numeric columns. Okay, it does include things that are actually categorical, like the number of gears, or something which automatic or manual transmission. Those of course are categorical variables. And of course, the name of the car is categorical, but most of the columns, okay, miles per gallon, what is that? Displaced and HP, okay. Then you got the same thing up here. So you got this nice pairwise plot, which the code again was created by ChatGPT. So what I'm going to do up here now, and I re-uploaded the data just to re-uploaded the data just to make sure it knew where we were. And if you want it to write our code, you have to tell it to write our code. Otherwise, it will try to, like I said, make me some plots using ggplot2. Well, the Python version of ggplot2 is like plan 9 or so, or plot 9 or something like that. It says, no. I want you to use R and ggplot2. It says, well, okay, I'll give it a shot. Okay. A great choice. Okay. So we're going to come down here. Put the title up here. Let's put this up here. You come down here. You do 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's take a look at this. Next. Okay. Now, if I'm correct, I shouldn't need this here. All right. Let's comment that out for the time being. Yes, I will. What class is that? Yeah, tell me more about your class before I answer that question. That sounds like a dangerously loaded question. Oh, good. Of course. So where is it installing this to? Numerical. Huh. I'm not sure where I fit into that class at. Plus my Python knowledge is pretty limited. Most of what I know about Python is comes from ChatGPT, to be perfectly honest. So what type of stuff are you actually doing in your class as far as Python? This is interesting. So is this loading this into my and I'm buying pandas. Do you teach them how to use ChatGPT and Bing? Yeah, you're over my head there, my friend. Linear and stuff is polynomial interlopes is way over my head. Okay. I'm pretty much a data analyst dealing with with real world data and stuff like that. I will mention it. This is a hobby, by the way. I don't do this for money. So where in the world are you located at? You know, the key is, first of all, the first key is fork up to $20 a month for the ChatGPT Plus. That way you get access to the data analyst portion, and you also get access to plugins. Okay. The good news is that the primary language that ChatGPT uses. Okay, you're in the U.S. Very good. I'm actually located near Plymouth, Ohio. Okay. So is that California or Canada? Okay, so that's there. So I'm going to close this. Come back over here. And reopen it. California. Okay, very good. So where do you teach at? University, small college. Where do you teach at? Uni. Okay, which university? Okay, this is sort of interesting here, but you see it says read.csv. And that's because while it's using the ggplot2 library, it's still only using the base operations to do. It's still using the base. It's still using the base R to do the factions. Let's see. Okay, that's fine. The key to ChatGPT, like I said, first of all, is to fork out the $20 to get the plus. Then it's the more specific question you can ask, the better chance you'll get the answer you want. But the data analyst function, which comes with the $20 a month, is just absolutely amazing. It could actually produce plots in the screen here. The other thing that's sort of interesting is you can reach me at on Facebook, or you can also email me, all right? Now, so this chunk should run by itself. Yeah. Well, what can you say? Unfortunately, I mean, it's like I say. Let me give you a link to my let me give you a link to my GitHub. That's my GitHub. course, be sure to click that like button for me if you would. Of course, also click on the subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified whenever I go live. Oh, I gotta save this one here. I gotta save this one, so this is. So, save. There we go. Okay. Yeah, but most of the code on my YouTube channel is and the GitHub is our program. That's all I did for the last 3 years of our program. That's the language I learned first. But now that I can do so much with ChatGPT and Python, I do a lot more Python. You know, it's all like I say, it's all a hobby. Okay. Now. Now, this chunk should run because I'm using base R and ggplot2. And there it is, my friend. We just added an R program chunk. Very nice. I appreciate your patronage, my friend. I appreciate you dropping by, taking time out. So what we just followed is we just added a code chunk here. All right. Now we should be able to use the data frame from above. Okay, change this to cars. All right, let's run it from the top. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, Quarto is a nice program. It's actually a better version than, it's sort of like a new and improved version of R Markdown. As you can see, you can do slideshows, you can do HTML, you can do dashboards now. The latest version you can do dashboards, and eventually eventually this is going to become a dashboard. Okay. To make a basic dashboard, all you're going to do is change the format type from HTML to PDF to dashboard. And there's a way that actually reads the code chunk also. So we're going to see if this actually works. See if that last code actually works. And like I said before, you could actually do, you can use Julia here also. Okay? You can have R, Python, and Julia all in the same document. I'm using Python and R here. just for the fun of it. Yeah, in R, you with the Python, you probably know you got things like Streamlit and Dash and stuff like that. In R, the easiest way to do it. This is now the easiest way to do dashboards. At least, and you can introduce things like interactive code chunks and stuff like that. And you can have sidebars and pages and tabs and stuff like that. All you got to do is just change the way that a few of the tags and stuff like that. So the big question is, did the last chunk run? Oh, happened. Oh, that's not good. What happened? What's this? Well, this is kind of curious. It ran without an error. But it didn't give us all the plots. So here's all the original plots. So why didn't this work? It worked when we ran it separately. Let's run this one more time. Because this So maybe the problem is it's saying it can't find that. I would have thought we could have passed this car name, okay, in the box. Let's try something else here. Well, that's interesting. Well, I really see two columns. I'll tell you what, for the time being, I'm going to go back over here. For whatever reason, up here, the cars is it's not getting all the data in. That doesn't make any sense. So we ran this, asking for the car's data frame. We're only seeing yeah, be sure to invite your students to drop by the live stream sometime. This is kind of curious. Why are we only getting speed and displacement? I don't understand that. But you know what? We're not going to let that stop us right now. Okay? Let's just test this here. We run this. Let's see if we get the complete data set here. Yeah, we do. Now, yeah, I'm not sure why the cars isn't working, because you can see all the way back up here, it's all cars. And I don't see any place where the data frame has changed. See what I'm saying? But you know what? We'll go with this right now. We'll go for this right now. Okay. Let's come back over here and minimize this. Yes, that's what Quarto allows you to do. Okay. Quarto allows you to, by simply defining what because the code chunk has the language that you want to run in it. Okay. Up here, they're all Python. I switched to R down here, and I ran this code chunk, this R code chunk right there. Is there a really good reason to do that? Well, I think actually R has better plotting packages. Matplotlib and people want to be ggplot2 when they grow up. Okay, that's my opinion. ggplot2 is a fantastic plotting package. This allows you to do all of it, do all the above. Even Julia, you can even run Julia with it. Let's come back down here. That's what I thought, but it didn't seem to work for some reason. When I told it to go back and just use the car data frame, okay, it didn't show all the columns. I'm not sure why that is, which is why I'm basically cheating now. We did this one. Yeah, see, I shouldn't have to do that. It should be able to read the car's data frame with all the columns in it. Okay. Let's try one more thing. Let's do one more. Yeah, I thought if I read the following up here, okay, then that should flow all the way down to all the code checks. That's sort of the point of mixing the different things here. Now, supposedly, the other feature of this is that I can actually make changes in the code that'll update this and update the document over here. I think. I don't know what that means. I think that's just a warning. Comment this out. So it didn't create the process, did it? For the reason is, no, this right there. Let's run this again. Yeah, I thought I should be able to take the car's data frame created above and pass it into our code. Hold down the foot. I'll be right back. Okay. That's a syntax problem. Now this is interesting. Starting to get this. Yeah, so I thought you could call a data frame from inside from a Python code into R, but I don't know. I think my next Midnight Madness live is going to be either Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm not quite sure when. Well, they're all there, aren't they? So this works. So that means that this should work, right? So the code runs by itself. Okay, for whatever reason, this isn't working. Yeah, that's what it looks like, doesn't it? The trouble is, or the thing is, let's take a look here. We're not getting any errors. The code's running all the way to the end, but it's not getting any errors. Let's take a quick look here. Yeah. And let's have to do something like the, a print statement or something like that. Let's try this. Let's just try. Let's try this. Yeah, one thing on my streams, they're not pre-scripted. What you see is what you get. And you can see me struggling through a problem. Because we're not getting any error messages. Maybe you have to create an object with it and then print the object out. Yeah, maybe they need to redefine it as a new name. That's a good point. It still didn't print out. Yeah, it's still not printing out the plot. So let's try this. Let's call this GV1. Yeah, because the chunk is run without any errors, which is kind of odd. So it could just be that you have to tell it to print or something like that. Of course, it really best we can go to the documentation, right? So this is one of the cases where a simple exercise to add 3 plots to a dashboard is now taking over almost an hour. We're still trying to figure it out. I mean, you rarely use print statements in R, okay? Yeah. Well, if this doesn't work, we may have to go to the documentation. Yeah, there's a lot of truth to that. I mean, we are trying to mix and match 2 different languages. If this doesn't work, we're going to go to the documentation, okay? The documentation is quarto.org. I don't know. I just don't know. Let's do this. We may just skip this for right now and go on to trying to create a actual dashboard. You see? This is what we got here. I mean, that looks the same to me. Let's do this. It's just odd that it doesn't return an error message. That's the thing I think it's kind of strange. Yeah, I'm probably going to wind up posting posting a message to the Slack Harper Data Science group on Slack. Of course, I didn't tell ChatGPT that I was using Quarto. Yeah, see, it's not doing anything. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. Well, tell you what, that's yeah, because the thing is, the code is running fine. It just isn't doing anything for it. It isn't working. Let's get rid of all this for right now. Okay. Get rid of this. And let's run it one more time to make sure. And we'll try to move on to the dashboard. You know, the whole point of using Quarto is that you can suppose you mix and match languages. Okay, so that works. That didn't work. Okay. So, all we have to do is suppose we change this up here. I wonder if the problem is up here, maybe. Now, we'll worry about later on. Let's just create a quick dashboard. I think it should work with this version. This is the latest stable version. But this actually isn't the stable version of Quarto. This is actually when it comes to the Git repository. It's 1.4.542. Dash, is that right? Dashboard. I mean, I wonder if this is overruling the R code. Like this, I don't know why this is happening here either. Because what it's doing is acting like it's opened up an editor. Just kind of strange. So obvious question: what's the difference between this dashboard and the basic HTML document?
Because it doesn't mean so much in the end.
So this should be a dashboard of some type or other. Not a very good, but it is a dashboard. Let's do this. Let's come up here.
Because it doesn't mean so much in the end.
That should be 2, right? Well, let's do this. Let's change this. So I think by default, it uses rows. Oh, what's all that crap? Actually, it's not right. Yeah, I don't think these are necessary for Quattro. Tell you what, if this doesn't work, I'm probably going to call it a night because it's actually 1:17 a.m. here. Yes. Huh. And just make sure I'm not overlooking stuff there. I know, yeah, you're 3 or 4 hours behind me, I think. There's actually no new code to upload. So you got this up there, and and we're missing well, look at that. That's interesting. Not necessarily what we're looking for. Not what we're looking for as far as it's because it's taking up the whole row or the whole column. Okay. Well, my friend, thanks so much for stopping by and hanging out. Hope you enjoyed seeing me suffering for my craft. Anyway, hey, we could do it all in Python. What the heck? Although we did get a dashboard, it just isn't formatting correctly. Okay, that's what it boils down to. So anyway, this is the free version of Windows 11. It means it's unregistered, run inside an Oracle virtual machine on top of Windows 11. Okay. Let's shut this down here. And with that, my friend, again, thanks so much for stopping by. Be sure to share the channel with your students if you would, and hope to catch you very